What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs. Today I am going to build the 144 scale high grade Danazine mobile suit from the Gundam AH animated series. This is the third generation cannon fodder mobile suit that was introduced as part of the Vegan forces that was attacking Earth in the series. It is also one of those mobile suits that's going to try to take on, of course, the H3 and its Marini variants, and also the Earth. And even though it can not go up against the H3, it could pretty much holds its own against the other mobile suits like the Geno Ace 3 and the Chansley, I think it's called, or Cansley, whatever the hell you call that mobile suit. But I am introducing this kit because I am going to customize it and make it look exactly like Godzilla. Because when I first saw this kit, the first thing that popped into my head was, wow, this kit does look like Godzilla, or something similar to it. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I can turn it into Godzilla? So even I've been contemplating and trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, and then after reviewing all the material and looking at what possibility I can do to make it this kit, I think I have what needs to be done to make this kit into the famous king of all monsters. And this is actually my introduction kit to the Summer Wars contest that's being sponsored by Gundam Eclipse. So I've officially entered my entry. So for those of you who probably are seeing this video now, I actually submitted my entry on August 11th. So now I'm moving forward and beginning the construction of this kit. So let's preview and work, see what this kit has to offer. As you can see, here is all the features that the Danazine looks like for this mobile suit, and how I'm going to convert it into, of course, a living creature, or, you know, even a fake living creature. But it has all the features of a dinosaur in a way, where it has the legs bent forwards and crouched in a way, you know, crunched down a bit. It has a tail which it's not completely articulate, but it has movement features that can make, you know, can turn left or right. That's okay. The hands are okay. I kind of like that. The head I have to figure out how I'm going to do this. But the one thing that I am planning to omit is the wings of the I would probably call it the ears, the long wing ears, and the wings themselves. I'm not turning this into a King Ghidorah Godzilla hybrid or a Mecha Godzilla. This is going to be complete Godzilla, and I'll explain that in a moment. Here's some more features of the kit, you know, built as what it is. So let's open it up and see what we have to work with here. Alright, so first tray is all green. Green reminds me of the Zaku 2 that I made a while back. Polycaps here, and here are the stickers for the neon green that this kit has to offer. The next tray, of course, is, I'm assuming, the joints. I think this is the body, and this is the probably the joints of the legs, who knows. There's some ball caps here. I believe this is part of the arms and legs. There's the big hands. I had really large hands for a kit like this size, so that's going to be interesting to build. Oh, and I think there's two hands. One set is open while the other one has these 3 fingers crunched in, like you see right here. The next tray, of course, is more green. Probably the armor and the legs, the head, and the portion of the wings and other parts of the kit that I probably won't even know. And then of course here is the ever popular manual. Let's put this away and review the manual. Some detailed information of the Danazine. And of course, here's the Danazine in action, as we just saw right now in the side part of the kit. Pretty basic. There's no other weaponry other than what you see here, so it's a pretty straightforward kit. Here's the ever popular color guide, of course, and here are the Earth Federation forces of the H3. Here's the sheet that shows off what parts, you know, the numbered parts here. And reviewing this, I see, I guess, the assembly of the body, followed by the head, followed by the arms assembly, hands assembly, of course, the shoulders, I think, and then the assembly of the body, then the legs, the feet, the waist unit, of course, right there. There's the tail, which is assembled over to the waist unit. And then, of course, here's more information of the final assembly. Of course, there's the wings. I will build this the way it is, and then move on to making what I would want to build, and that would be the Godzilla. How would I do this? Well, the idea came to me is, why don't I coat the entire surface body with putty? Now, I've never worked with a massive amount of putty before. I've only used it to cover specific parts, cover gaps and things like that. But I've never thought of using it as an outer layer. That's something that I've never thought of doing. I don't think that I've seen other people do that, where they put putty on kits and give it a little bit more of a textured look to it. So my idea would be to, let me just open this up, is to coat the entire kit with putty, or just to coat the areas that covers the main part of the body, but the joints will be left alone. I'm leaving the joints alone because the last thing I want to do is put putty within the joints. Otherwise, it won't be posable. It won't be manuable. You know, I can't move it around. And, the putty that I'm going to be using is Tamiya's putty, basic type. This is the basic normal type that I picked up a while back. I had it for quite some time, but I don't think this small amount will cover the entire kit. So to play it safe, I bought another set. This is the Tamiya putty white. I don't know what color this is. I haven't opened it up yet. I'll open it up. Actually, let's open it up now. Oh, it's gray. Alright, so it's a gray putty. Let me just close it up quickly. Alright, I won't open up this because it's white. But gray should be fine, or then I can then apply it. Now, as it's semi drying, I can then use either a Q-tip or one of my other tools, and then scribble lines and make the famous scales on the body itself, and try to make it conform to the, you know, going down here like that, then going back down around here, then around there, and then all the way up to here. Another thing, of course, is I'm going to have to concentrate a large amount of putty around the face, so that way I can make the face of Godzilla. But I need to see how the face would look like with the, you know, if I remove these and find a way to put something there. The one thing that I'm omitting, that I'm looking at right now, is, of course, the wings on the backpack, the wings on the neck, that little that little antenna that's on top of it. That's going to be removed. And then another thing is, I'm noticing here, the outer armor that's around here and here, it has a gap in between. Kind of looks like it has its own vest. Now, if I can't I don't think putting a massive amount of putty around this would probably suffice. So I may have to use some plot plate and make some sort of cover to wrap around it. Again, this is a lot of work in progress I have here. I may change a few things here and there. The one thing that I may also have to create is my own feet, because this Danazine has 1 foot. I mean, it has, you know, 1 pointy foot, but Godzilla has 4 toes with claws. So I have to think of actually customizing and making my own foot itself, and then coating it. Wow. I am really going to commit to this. And this is not only going to be my Summer Wars kit for the show, for the contest, which is going to be forgot what the hell did I set it under. I think I set this under modified intermediate. So this is the modified intermediate entry. And of course, if I get it done quickly and perfectly, it will be, of course, introduced to the New York Comic Con show, and I'll bring it to the show as well. So with that being said, let's now begin building 1/100 scale Danazine. Okay, so as you can see, I've already separated the parts based on color. There's only 2 colors on this kit, so it's going to be pretty easy to distinguish what is what. Just gotta, you know, sand them down, clean them up a bit, but I'm not going to do too much sanding, considering that it's going to be all covered up. I should have mentioned to this before. Maybe I should have. I don't know if I said it before, but I'm going to do a straight build list, like I said. So it looks like I'm just doing a normal build, and then from there I'll just remove the parts that I deem that's not going to work for me, and we'll take it from there. And also, on a side note, I should mention that this kit has been provided to me, or I purchased it from Gundam Planet here in New Jersey. So go to their site and go to their store. They're pretty cool guys. I like to thank them for them giving me this kit. I don't think there's anything else for me to say other than let's begin.